I found out building a church with your peers is useless to a generation. Any person building a church of God must be looking at the next generation. Changing systems about how we handle the youth and the children and the teens ministry, completely shifting our thinking. A study was done, not by a Christian, by the East Africa Data Analytics something. And they found out that 40% of young people aged between, 60% of people aged between 35 and below are not going to church, are not going to the mosque. So it's not a Christian thing. It's just a tiredness of religion. A disconnect between what I'm hearing there and what I'm seeing there. I can't live that life anymore. It's too disconnected for me. How does he say that I will build my church and the gates of hell shall not prevail? And all we see is in a country that is 80% Christian, a continent that has been fully evangelized, the highest child infancy mortality rates, the worst education curriculums, borrowed systems, because we just take the constitutions from the West and imply them here and think that they're gonna work. A lady who's in charge of the curriculum education in Kenya, curriculum planning Kenya, we were in a meeting. She said, the problem is all of you come after, but all these atheists and all these other people, they are here for the planning. By the time you figure out why CRE is being removed, you're not in the meeting. You're here. Keshaing. But in the morning, instead of waking up and going to put that anointing to work, you sleep while men slept. While men. God, Reverend, I'm not praying for a revival yet. I'm praying for an awakening. Because every time we've received a revival before an awakening, we don't know what to do with all that power. If you see the Welsh revival, it brought change across the entire Europe. Even today, people are still calling each other Lord and Madam and respecting one another and opening doors for each other. It came from that revival. But the one that came from different parts of Africa, the one that came from Belgium, it brought about the worst genocides. Because when you don't know what to do with the move of God, the enemy comes to make sure you never remember that move. So if the power comes, instead of us saying, oh my God, Reverend Elijah got gold teeth and I saw the cloud, that's good. Then when we go out there, that power is supposed to be for your advantage. It has to work for the advantage of the children of the kingdom. It changes economies and changes systems, because every revival doesn't come for that generation. It comes to prepare that generation to prepare the next generation. And when it comes this time, Nakuru, you'll be ready. May you be ready. May you be ready. Because God is up to something. And the time is now. And I'm a voice in the wilderness. I'm a voice in the wilderness, bringing people to a point of preparation. Because God is saying, Africa, there's one more move. If you miss it, He loves us too much. And tonight I'm praying, as you see Papa Oyedebo, I was in a meeting with him. He's grown old, but he's still strong. As I watch Papa Adeboye, he's grown old, but he's still strong. As I watch captains of industry that love God, they're there, but they've grown old and feeble. Their eyes are looking. They're trying to find out who is going to take this baton. don't make the Elisha mistake of killing our Gehazi. That we don't die with it, that by the time it has to be utilized, men have to come to your grave to continue seeing miracles. May it be left on men. Because if you've not heard of the dispensation of the grace of God that was given to men, for men, we're in Nakuru to make sure you don't miss it. Lift up your hands, I'm praying for you.